today we're going to see our 20 players, YouTubers and Twitch streamers, and their invited partners play 3 maps on Sandhawk. Yesterday we were on Miramar, and on day 1 we were on Erangel, and things got very, very brutal indeed.
So with this, Eyes is making the run over there. He sees it. Nice. Gonna step up back behind it, hits the spray, gets it down on 1. Mojo, he's so low. Gets that. Marco, please, coming in with the clutch now, running over there, trying to save his teammate.
Really nice play there by Marco. Looking for both. He's in trouble.
Does he see the second one? Does manage to take that one. Gets one of them. He's still holding on to all of his money, going for the headshot, trying to line it up. He gets a second and has a smidgen of life by Hapawango versus Cyanide for all the money. They're driving right back over here next to this huge amount of teams that are posted up. Marco trying to line up the shots, and there gets one of them mid-air and shoots him off.
And just like that, they're in a lot of trouble here. Lost trying to finish off that down, and he will get it. And just like that, he'll take down Mickey as well. The Iron Sight SKS at long range, and he will finish off that team. Unfortunately for Mickey, that is the end of their round.
You guys pushing on a little bit more to the west. They're kind of sneaking up on each other. Looks like they both want it. Finally spots him up. Nice shots coming out from Moondai. That's going to push him up even more. That's another set of kills coming through. All right, everybody, plane is up in the air, and we are active on Sandhawk. Ruins is one of my favorite places to drop, actually. I just really like the way it's configured, but it's a very hard place to fight around, so it looks like a lot of people are trying to, they're being a little bit more passive. Like, again, you'd think that those people in 11 through 20 spots would try to drop a little bit more active at this stage, with 75% of people's total money on the line. Naturally, I wouldn't be surprised if you're sitting on about $80,000. You're going to try to go as far away from everybody as humanly possible.
Look at it.
Beating specifically in the top like 5 to 8, getting lots of good repeat performances, opting into a lot of centered strategies.
Gets it down and finishes it off. The smoke grenades come in, but look at this, another duo has arrived, and now Shiv is down. MoMaN and Mats are there. They're taking it to Damien. Damien low on health, Shiv already down. Damien's been down once himself. The grenade follow-up, landing right inside, but Taylor actually steals the kill. That means Taylor and Cyanide have all the cash, but they've given that information to MoMaN and Mats, and another duo is arriving as well. It's Krill and Happy. So all that cash is now shifted over to Team Cyanide. They take nearly $70,000.
That is insane. So now this turns into the party spot. There is so much money on the table at the time, and you can see it's going to be Happy and his duo partner. Krilla slowly encroaching that same area. So many duos all locked down. New circle has popped. It's out and about right over there next to the crate. Nobody's inside the safe zone yet. So everybody here is going to need to make their way south and have to walk through Happy and Krilla just waiting.
They can hear the fight happening, and now the circle has only got 23 seconds. This is going to be a situation where the circle is going to be a massive factor. Only 20 seconds now before the circle begins to shift again.
Moving really far forward.
Nice.
Steps up, gets the down onto one of them. MoMaN's trying to find this angle. I gotta say, Happy played that so confidently, just steps up, trusts his aim, gets the down onto one of them. But keep in mind, Cyanide, Taylor, they're just listening in on this. Nate goes through, bounces around. Nice shots to get the down onto Happy, though, so just Krill off in the distance.
Trading note, Happy did land that nade. The circle now on the move. Cyanide and Taylor have not been active so far. MoMaN now a 1v1 situation. Cyanide outside takes down Krill, and MoMaN takes down Happy. Looks like MoMaN has been finished off by Eugene, so now just like that, Taylor and Cyanide finish off those teams, but they're not out of the woods yet.
It's
Eugene. Eyes and Mojo on top of the hill as well, shooting down on top of them.
Top spot on the hill. Taylor does see Eyes, takes some shots, hits one of them.
Taylor!
Gets Mojo as well, still alive, but that's gonna give away his position. Cheat Band, Mr. Eugene looking back down, 6 people alive at this point. No! Cheat Band gets it. Looks like everybody's about to make their way inside the safe zone. I think Wizite still needs to move a little bit further forward. Cheat Band does see them, taking a couple of pot shots now. It's going to be Mr. Eugene. Cheat Band
right at him.
Up, not even afraid, but Wizite takes the shots, turning this into a 2v1. Mr. Eugene still holding the top side of the hill, though. Microstar looks like he's going for a flank. Lines up, hits the shots, and there we go. Microstar and Wizite getting the kills and getting the money.
So excited is Wizite, giving his teammate a lot of adulation, and just like that, we are through game number 2. Wizite and Microstar taking the victory. You can see the excitement on Wizite's face. A lot of cash in his pocket. Now up to $64,000, just under $65,000 for Wizite. And just like that, we are through game number 2. And look at that top of the leaderboard. All that cash trading hands. We are in the plane and in the game for game number 3. Ladies and gentlemen, it is all on the line. I hope you're ready out there.
All right, here we go. I am excited.
So it looks like we've seen again a cluster of players avoiding the middle of the map, opting to drop a little bit later, but that has increased pressure on the edge of the plane path. Looks like we'll see the same thing now, where 4 or 5 teams jump out very, very late, but looks like they're not headed all the same direction.
Osterlovac did manage to make it into this round, so we are back up with 40. So Mazarino has his duo partner. Do you think? I would be assuming
now
that
he's
this would be
shooting
a
at
full
Mayo.
duo.
Yeah, he was shooting at Mayo, but he was already, if he heard the boat, perhaps, it doesn't matter. Regardless, good job, Mayo. You got away on the boat. G-Thang's on the docks. And now we have Illyria and Sephiroth. Illyria, Sephiroth having a bit of a tough time. Actually, it's Shiv and Mr. Eugene getting into it as well. Illyria and Sephiroth has not been having a good time in team fights. MoMaN off the victory in the first game, kind of quiet after that.
I gotta say,
They've been around, but they haven't been at the top.
I at some point wanted to see 897. They had like $200 in the bank before this round.
So Cyanide's tournament will end with only $5,000 in the bank.
Oh, on screen just got dropped on the side though. It's gonna be MoMaN that got the shots onto it. Punch rolls up at the top of the hillside, starting to find himself caught between 2 different squads,
There
getting
goes.
pincered in. Not a lot of good angles to run.
So all of Cyanide's cash is now flown into the pockets of MoMaN, and just like that, it looks like it's gonna be Punch Roll having to try and maintain those dollars. MoMaN on the walking peak, looking for it, gets the angle, and gets the money. MoMaN takes down Punch Roll, and that's a big bonus coming his way.
Meanwhile, we still have Call Me Marco, Please, and King Whitey Dude just like, nope, nope. Still on our trek. We're gonna make it in the safe zone, and we're gonna wait and catch everybody as they make their way down here. They're gonna be appearing right next to the cave area. Cave has got a lot of little interesting, awkward fights that can happen around it, but it looks like Matt does see them way off in the distance, trying to line up these shots, but I think that they're already out of his line of sight just based off how the hills move through there. Meanwhile, Mario, Innocent also look like they might be making an approach on a similar vector to where these guys can interact. Well, I mean, that's kind of the thing. If you can survive for long enough and get one of those tail-end kills, you know, as everybody stacks up money, it's a strategy.
It's a very realistic strategy, and that's something you got to keep in mind, is that players are just trying to survive. You want to get the last kill because you'll be leaving with all that cash. So for Wizite, Microstar making their way in again, a little bit further to the north from G-Thang and his teammate there. So we'll have to see now for Lost and G-Thang, will they be able to?
A lot of duos about to converge right in the same spot around the cave area. You saw MoMaN taking a couple of pot shots back over towards King Whitey Dude, but they're right on the tail of Mickey and his duo partner Psyox. Or it looked like they're making an approach right over next to where Sun Touched is at. So the moment any of these guys go live, it could just draw so much attention back over there. But Mickey's playing in a little sneaky spot down off to the side. Looks like they might be thinking about swimming across this.
I don't know if that'd be the best idea. The circle's already moving, jumping in the water, maybe not the greatest idea, but they've actually decided to turn back and run right towards MoMaN and Matt. They're at this kind of high side, low side position. MoMaN does have the advantage, has the high ground.
They heard the shots that they took over towards King Whitey a second ago, so they were trying to set up a trap for him. So now that with that a little bit of delay, they actually have managed to shift back behind them. So they're now chasing the team that were originally chasing them. Mickey's going to be running off on this angle, and you can see it's going to be Sun Touch and Leary. You're going to have to move in just a second. We're going to have to pass it over. Wizite does go down.
Oh my God! G-Thang with the long shot on Microstar, the watchful eye, and just like that, G-Thang takes a absolute ton of cash.
Patience pays off. $67,000 exchanging hands there.
Lost and G-Thang just to the north of Whitey Dude and Marco. I know that this duo has been excellent in all different areas. And just like that, it's Shiv and Damian. They're coming right in. Mazarini's down. Osterlovac very damaged, having to back off and run away.
They're just running out to that. They were looking for the kills. Going to follow up, finish off this, the remaining players. So it's going to be Mazarini down and out. Osterlovac on low life he wants. This is the point of the game that he wants to come alive at. Meanwhile, you can see a couple of pot shots going back and forth. As our only duo that has yet to make it inside of Camp Charlie itself. Trying to make their way through. It's going to be MoMaN and Matt. Slowly creeping around. I think that they want to make a play on that outer wall over there, but King Whitey Dude is just not going to let it happen. Meanwhile, Osterlovac trying to make the run on the outside of this. He can look over, he can see MoMaN, but it's going to be the other guys on the other side of the wall that can hear this and are just kind of chasing right back behind him.
Shiv could make the play here with the grenade, and it looks like he's going to do just that.
Nice
right
bounce.
Nice looking.
Yep,
Oh, takes him almost down to death. That was very, very close there. Did a lot of damage, but you don't know that. Shiv has no idea how much damage he's just done. But for now, they want to try and decide, do I want to go all the way up?
Over. So he's just going to retreat back over there. Does he see the head moving back and forth? Shiv can potentially jump over that wall, but it is so risky. Meanwhile, it's going to be MoMaN dying to the blue back out over there. I think that was both of them going down.
It's a 2v1 situation on the edge with King Whitey Dude. in their own 2v1 situation with Mats. This is a very intense ending here, ladies and gentlemen. We are staying in Camp Charlie. Now Mats just trying to get some information here, listening to what's moving on around him. $70,000 in this game by TOURNOI lost here. He's spraying his way, but he's stuck on the fence. And unfortunately, that's not going to work out for him. Marco's down to Damien. They're on the way through as well. And we are moving right along. This is going to be a very intense ending here, Shiv.
And so now, okay, Shiv steps up and through the angle.
He takes down.
It's going to be lost. So right around at the top of it. So there we go. Shifts over to King Whitey, dude. They now have the money. They have everything inside of their pockets.
Shiv takes down
Four people alive
2v2
on this
situation
So it's
here.
going to be Call Me Marco, Please. King Whitey, dude, down at the bottom. It's going to be Shiv and Damon at the top.
Looks like Shiv is going to have the advantage here in the high ground. And this circle is continuing to move. It's down to
Shiv
all
and
of
Damon
this.
have it, though.
They have the boost ready to go, but they're on the outside. They're trapped.
There's nothing
Whitey
they can
and Marco
do.
have to run through. They're going to have to jump through. This
Try
might
to
hit
hit
the
the
fault.
shots.
He has to make a play. Marco's got to go in behind. This is looking like Shiv's game. Damien's ready to win this game. The circle's doing a lot of damage, and it's going to be Damien and Shiv taking the final game.
With that, so much money shifting over into their pockets. Such a strong performance. I gotta say, that was a crazy round ending, Moses.
Oh my God, I have to say, that was all up to Whitey Dude and Marco to kind of jump in that building. They didn't have time. There was just so much happening. And just like that, they steal the game and also $62,000 going into their pockets through that last game. But wow, what an effort from all of these players. And Damien and Shiv steal it at the end.
Oh my Lord, that was insane. So here's a look at the full leaderboard. We are done and completed through this. So with that, Team Damon coming in, $83,102.
And once again, the third time today, I'm with Damien, and you guys thought he was my favorite, and I'm going to say that you were right because he won, and it makes me look good. Damien, talk me through that final four-way team encounter in Camp Charlie.
We almost died at the beginning of the game. It was amazing. It was one shot, and I don't know how we managed to do this, but it's amazing.
And you and your partner Shiv did have a cracking relationship there. How long have you been playing together?
I mean, we played like 2 weeks before the event, and it's also a good friend of mine, so easy.
The Voodoo logo trophy is now yours, my friend. You can take it. It might be a bit heavy. Oh, he's trying one-handed. There we go. That took you by surprise, didn't it? Congratulations, Damien. And we actually do have a check for you. One of our observers, Skyline, is going to be presenting you with a check for $83,102. And I have to actually say, right while I have the opportunity, the Observer team has been absolutely fantastic. 3 maps is no joke, and you can hear the audience appreciates it as well.
Ce qui est marrant, c'est que j'ai pas trop mal joué à cet event, même si on voit que j'ai fait 7 kills. Mais en fait, le truc, c'est que j'ai tué énormément de gens. Mais en fait, par exemple, Mathieu, donc mon mate, il finissait les mecs en bas. Et en fait, les mecs qui étaient par terre, qui étaient finis, il prenait le kill à lui. Et on a fait pas mal de kills, on a plutôt bien joué, je trouve. Et derrière, bah, aujourd'hui, c'était Sanok, et c'était 75%. Et en fait, 75%, je vous assure que c'est énorme, surtout avec les bounties qu'il y avait. Et à un moment, je vous le dis, hein, à l'avant-dernière game, on se retrouve à un moment où on avait tué quelques personnes et on se retrouve devant Shiv et Damien. On fait tomber Shiv et là il y a Damien qui a 5 HP, on le met à 5 HP et on allait le tuer et il s'est pris une balle dans le dos. Et en fait lui c'était lui qui avait genre 80 000 à ce moment là et en fait c'était bounty et on prenait genre 65 000. Et en fait juste à cause de ça, bah, on aurait pu déjà partir sur aujourd'hui à 20 000 $. Et non. Ça s'est pas passé comme c'est passé. Après, on a plutôt bien joué pour la dernière game, mais la zone elle nous a un peu fuck up et c'était plus dans les bâtiments qu'à l'extérieur. Et voilà, donc on est parti finalement, au lieu de partir vraiment avec 20 000 $, on va dire, le minimum, ben, on part avec 3 000 $. Donc c'est mieux que rien. Mais après, au moins, il y a un Français qui a gagné, c'est Damien, avec Shiv. avec Shiv. Et donc et là, ils partent avec 85 000 $. Donc eux, ils se sont bien mis.